Welcome back to Helpful Honda assist of the game. Austin Reeves off his own miss with that behind the back dinger there, Fish, to win you.
Yeah, that was very helpful from Austin there. Winion just hanging out and didn't get a chance to get that offensive rebound, but Austin dropped it off to him. Good pass.
So smooth. The Lakers fall by 9 in Minnesota. Head coach Darwin Ham is now speaking with Mike Trudell in the media.
Darwin, there were several times where you guys got down by 9 or 10 and seemed to close and not quite able to get over the hump. What did you think the difference was in Minnesota being able to pull away eventually?
I mean, the biggest thing for me is the most glaring stat are the turnovers. It's the turnovers. We give them, 22 turnovers to 25 points. It's very hard to win in this league when that's the case. We have to do a better job of valuing possessions. And, it's not an exact science. It's you damned if you do, damned if you don't almost, because you get a stop, you push in a break, there's a mishandled ball or something happens, and then you're kicking yourself in the butt like you should have slowed it down. But all in all, I felt like most of them were competitive turnovers. It disappoints me, but I'm not frustrated. I thought today was a good day. We had a great film session this morning. Looked at a lot of things, offense included, in terms of setting better screens, creating an advantage through screening and our running habits and hard cuts and whatnot. Just playing purposeful basketball, and I thought we did that tonight for the most part. It just sucks to turn the ball over that many times, and for them, they're a good team, they're a playoff team, so they're definitely going to capitalize if you give them the opportunity.
Offensively, Troy hit 4 threes and being inserted into the starting lineup. I just wondered what you thought of that and juxtaposed with Russ coming off the bench and what you thought of the flow there.
Nah, I thought Troy did an excellent job and also got some big defensive rebounds, had a physical presence there, guarding, getting rebounds, spacing the floor, making shots. And Russ, my hat's off to him once again, came off and showed the type of impact he can have in that reserve role and shoring up our bench and not just coming in and trying to maintain anything, but coming in and taking it up a notch. So he was great in that role tonight, and I look forward to seeing him in it more once we start getting healthy bodies back, get AD back out there, get Dennis out there. It's been like a multiple choice thing, trying to figure out a rotation in terms of who's healthy and who's not healthy. So once we get whole, we'll definitely, hopefully, be closing out some of these games on the right side of the win and loss column.
Darwin, kind of following up on that, did you think the way that Russ, especially during that bench shift, carried over to some moments, especially at the end of the first half, was playing with LeBron?
Yes, absolutely. Because once the rhythm of the game is set, you guys going to figure it out. Like, we went small towards the end of the game, and, I thought that's another lineup that I'm going to pay close attention to and take good looks at with Bron at the 5-some. So having Russ cross-match with the opposing team's bigs is something I'm going to look at. So, no, it was a great rhythm to the game tonight. It just sucks that, wish we could have some of those turnovers back, turn them into field goal attempts.
Darwin, obviously no AD tonight, and you haven't had Thomas Bryant now for a bit. Was that the reason? Like, had you had those guys, do you think you ever go with a lineup like that you tried late with Minnesota still having their bigs on the court?
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. Absolutely. I mean, you use everything that's available to you within your roster. So it's not, one of those things where it's okay, you have big guys available. Why not play a big guy? No, it's a strategic type of deal. And you have guys that's in a really good rhythm together, that's having great individual games, and you try to put those collections of players together to see if that rhythm can carry over to a unit. And I thought that was the case for big chunks of the game tonight. We kept it, we stayed in the game basically the entire game. It was sometimes they got a little bit of distance, but for the most part, we fought and just came up a little bit short. But You know, it's 5 games in. It sucks to be 0-5, but having 77 left, you know, and then plenty of days to get better in between. We're just going to try to keep our heads down and keep our foot to the pedal and continuously try to get better. Get better at something every day.
All right, guys, I do want to focus on the T-Wolves for just a moment. Anthony Edwards, a young star in this league, becoming a closer to Fish. He was tough, especially at that third quarter, because he struggled in the first half. 16 and third, he's that guy for them, you know?
Yeah, he's
control.
So dynamic with the basketball. I mean, it's, you know, it's gone from D'Angelo Russell being the primary ball handler and decision maker, in particular in the second half and when they need baskets, to Anthony Edwards. And then now, when you combine Rudy Gobert's offensive rebounding prowess, you know, with the playmaking of Edwards, his ability to finish, D'Angelo Russell's ability to make some plays, you know, this is a really interesting team. But Anthony Edwards is quickly becoming, you know, Minnesota's most dynamic player.
Yep.
And, you know, if they continue to win at this clip, you know, he has a legitimate chance to be on an all-star team really soon.
Under control. He understands his body, really strong up top, and really has the strength to be under control until he's ready to explode. He and Donovan Mitchell remind me a little bit of each other in strength, being able to a variety of shots, and having the confidence to take over the game when they have to. So, yeah, he's on the rise.
All right, guys, more to come on Access. Brody with 18 points and 8 rebounds off the bench. Lakers fall to the T-Wolves 111-102. We'll hear from Russ and LeBron.